Hi everyone, welcome back to the Go Condo channel. I'm Sarah, and today we're diving into the world of vintage-inspired small condo kitchen decorating ideas. If you're someone who loves that timeless charm but doesn't want to break the bank, you're in the right place. Small spaces don't have to feel cramped or modern. With the right touches, your kitchen can feel warm, cozy, and full of character. Before we jump into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more condo decor tips and tricks. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment down below to share your thoughts or ask any questions you might have. Now, let's explore how you can add vintage-inspired charm to your small condo kitchen on a budget. Trust me, it's easier than you think, and with just a few simple changes, you'll be amazed at the transformation. When it comes to vintage kitchens, colors are everything. Think soft pastel shades like mint green, powder blue, or creamy yellows, which instantly evoke that retro vibe. These colors are perfect for small kitchens because they reflect light and create the illusion of space. For the best effect, try painting your cabinets in one of these shades or adding colorful accents like dishware and textiles. You don't have to go all in with pastel walls if you're not into it. Instead, incorporate pops of color through smaller elements like appliances, pots, or even a funky vintage rug. A soft vintage-inspired color palette can instantly lift the energy of your kitchen without making it feel overwhelming. And don't forget, vintage colors also pair beautifully with white or neutral tones, so you can create a balanced and calm space that still has that fun, retro vibe. You'll love how refreshing it feels every time you step into your kitchen. Now, if you're thinking that you need to drop a lot of money on vintage-inspired appliances, think again. There are plenty of ways to get that retro look without paying a premium. One easy option is to look for retro-style mini fridges, toasters, and kettles that are often available in classic designs with a modern twist. If you can't find vintage appliances at an affordable price, why not look for appliance covers or decals? These can transform a regular fridge or microwave into something that feels much more in tune with your vintage theme. You can find them online or even make your own. Another trick is to refurbish old appliances you already have. A fresh coat of paint or a little upcycling can make a huge difference and will keep your kitchen feeling fresh while staying within your budget. It's all about getting creative and thinking outside the box. Lighting is such an important factor when it comes to creating a vintage vibe. Look for retro-style pendant lights or classic chandeliers that feature metal or glass elements, with sleek lines and simple designs. These lighting pieces are timeless and can add so much personality to a small kitchen. If you don't want to replace your current lights entirely, consider switching out just the bulbs for something vintage inspired, like Edison bulbs. They emit a warm, cozy glow that's perfect for creating that old school ambience. Another fun idea is to incorporate some colorful lighting fixtures, like soft green or gold, which can serve as a subtle nod to the past without being overbearing. Lighting can be a game changer in setting the tone for your entire kitchen, so don't skimp on this. One of the easiest and most affordable ways to add a vintage touch is through textiles. Think of retro-style dish towels, gingham patterned tablecloths, or even vintage-inspired oven mitts. These items can give your kitchen that homely, nostalgic vibe without having to commit to a full renovation. You can also play with vintage-inspired curtains or cafe blinds to add a dash of pattern and color. Choose soft floral prints or simple stripes in faded hues for that perfect retro touch. It's all about creating a lived-in, cozy atmosphere that feels timeless and personal. Another cool idea is to add a vintage rug or runner on the floor, which brings together all the colors and elements in the room. It's the perfect way to complete the retro look while also providing comfort underfoot. Wall art is another area where you can make a big impact. Look for old-fashioned prints, retro advertisements, or vintage-inspired botanical prints that feel timeless. Framing old family photos in sepia tones or vintage frames can also add a personal touch. For a more authentic vintage feel, try sourcing actual vintage posters or artwork from local thrift stores or online marketplaces. It's a great way to inject personality into your kitchen without spending a lot of money. You can even create a DIY vintage gallery wall by combining old postcards, food-related illustrations, and retro typography. This adds visual interest and gives your space that curated, antique charm that makes vintage kitchens so appealing. When it comes to kitchenware, think about incorporating vintage or vintage-inspired plates, cups, and utensils. You can find them at antique shops, thrift stores, or online marketplaces, often at a fraction of the price of new, mass-produced items. Look for pieces that evoke nostalgia, like patterned dinnerware, mason jars for storage, or classic Pyrex bowls. These items not only add style to your kitchen, but also serve as functional decor that can be displayed on open shelves or counters. You can even mix and match your vintage kitchenware to create a playful, eclectic look. This is especially great in a small kitchen where you want to maximize the character of each item on display. Open shelving is a great way to showcase your vintage-inspired items, and it works perfectly in small kitchens. You can display everything from your favorite retro mugs to antique glassware, or even those colorful vintage appliances we talked about earlier. To avoid overcrowding, stick to just a few carefully selected items that reflect your style. You can even add some greenery with small potted plants or fresh herbs to give the shelves a more lived-in look. Open shelves make the most of vertical space and allow your kitchen to feel airy while still showcasing your vintage treasures. It's the perfect way to bring in personality without sacrificing storage or style. The backsplash is another area where you can easily inject some vintage charm. Consider classic subway tiles, but with a twist. Try adding a colored grout or using small, retro pattern tiles for a more unique and authentic feel. If you're on a budget, peel and stick tiles are an amazing option. They come in various retro patterns and they're easy to apply yourself, which makes them perfect for renters or anyone looking for a temporary update. A well-designed backsplash ties together your entire kitchen, and with the right vintage-inspired tiles, your space will feel like a trip to the past. It's an easy and affordable way to add character to your condo kitchen. For a touch of glam and functionality, consider adding a vintage-style bar cart or caddy to your kitchen. These were all the rage in mid-century kitchens and still add an effortlessly chic element to any small space. Fill your cart with vintage glassware, cocktail accessories, or even beautiful glass jars filled with kitchen staples like pasta or coffee beans. This not only adds style, but also serves as a functional space saver in your kitchen. The key to styling a vintage bar cart is to keep it simple and clean. A few well-chosen items, paired with decorative trays, can create a lovely focal point in your kitchen while maintaining a functional and organized space. Another way to keep costs low is to repurpose vintage finds. For example, old wooden crates can make great storage for pots and pans, while antique mirrors can be turned into decorative trays or even a stylish backsplash. You can also use vintage suitcases for stylish storage or stack old books to create a unique decor piece. There are so many creative ways to give new life to these old treasures, and they'll add character and personality to your kitchen. Look at the items around you with fresh eyes. Sometimes the most unexpected finds can make the biggest impact in a vintage-inspired kitchen. It's all about giving something new purpose while keeping that old-world charm. And that wraps up today's vintage-inspired small condo kitchen decorating ideas. I hope you feel inspired to transform your space into a cozy, timeless kitchen that reflects your personality and style. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video if you found these tips helpful, and drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, happy decorating and enjoy making your kitchen the heart of your home. See you in the next video.